So what Andy's asking is, what would be the best tool for video SEO? Video SEO I'm assuming would be the YouTube, the Video Viper, Andy, because, first of all, I don't do a lot of video. I don't really do any video SEO stuff anymore. With the content mirroring process that I'm going to be sharing next weekend for Black Friday, I have been using the Video Viper because it's part of an overall SEO strategy, but I don't typically just do YouTube SEO. And the reason why is because 3 or 4 years ago, when I learned how to do Google ads for YouTube, I found out that I could rank videos by running paid traffic from Google ads to them. So I really stopped doing any major video SEO stuff, other than still I optimize the video files before uploading them. So essentially tag, add metadata to the files. Then I optimize the video when I upload it to YouTube, right? So it's the on-page optimization for the YouTube video itself. And then, depending on the project, very rarely anymore, but I used to always upload videos to a channel that had multiple syndication networks connected to it. So it automatically cascade throughout all those syndication networks as embeds or links, embeds and links, right? And so, but other than that, I really haven't done any SEO stuff to the videos, because I would just immediately after uploading it to a channel that was connected to a bunch of syndication networks, as soon as the video was uploaded, I would go set up a YouTube ads campaign in Google Ads to get traffic and local IP clicks to it and everything else. And that would inevitably rank the video. And it was really mainly because of engagement signals from Google Ads. However, that said, based on what I'm doing for the content mirroring process that I'm sharing next weekend, I have been testing a lot more with actually doing some more traditional SEO stuff to the YouTube videos, like link building to the YouTube videos, the playlist URL, if you're doing a playlist, YouTube silo, which we teach at YouTube Silo Academy. So building links to the playlist URL, the individual video URLs, and then also doing embeds and then link building to the embeds, if that makes sense. And then using the Video Viper to run traffic through the videos and then click on the links in the description, and very specifically, the target URLs that I put in the description that I want click activity on. And so that, again, other than, I'm just telling you this because I haven't really done much video SEO stuff in the last several years. In the last few weeks, as I was developing this kind of content mirroring process out, I started doing more traditional video SEO stuff, but it wasn't for the benefit of the video. It's for ultimately ranking the GMB and the local website. I don't really care if the videos rank or not. That's not really my intended outcome. If they rank, great, but I don't really care if they do or not. It's more for ranking GMBs and the location landing page, so that the website associated with the project as well. So hopefully that makes sense. But to get back to your question, also the key, so for what would be the best tool for video SEO, as far as I know, it would be the Video Viper, right? But also the Traffic Viper, the Google Traffic Viper, that's what does like a Google search and click, right? So it goes to Google and it can do direct traffic or search and click. If your video is starting to rank in Google search, then you could also do, as far as I know, I haven't tried this, but as far as I know, you could also run search and click traffic from Google to the YouTube video. Okay, so I think a combination of the two of them would work really well. The YouTube Viper is obviously where it gets views and it will do click activity to the links in the description, which that's also another good point though, Andy. If you create a silo, so a YouTube silo, again, you do that using playlists, which is a container essentially, and also interlinking from, the videos within the silo. So you put a link in the description, let's say, so, top of silo video. So then you'd have a supporting video number 1 would link in the video description to the video URL of video number 1, right? The top of silo, and then supporting video 2 would link to supporting post 1 or supporting video 1, and so on and so forth. And so if you've got Video Viper, you can actually direct it to click on the video URLs in the description, right, to the previous video in the silo. And that's also another really good signal, right? Because that's showing daisy chained clicks from one video to the next within a playlist, which is within a silo. So those are great activity signals as well. So The YouTube Viper is good for all of that. Like I said, the Traffic Viper, as far as I know, I've not tested this because, like I said, I don't typically try to rank videos anymore using because most of the time, like I said, the YouTube ads will end up ranking them if they're going to rank. But the YouTube ads give me the desired traffic and exposure for the video that I want anyway. But what I'm saying is if it is starting to rank in Google search, you could probably use the Traffic Viper to do a search and click to watch the video as well. Okay. So he says the keyword that I'm trying to go after is between medium and high competition. How do I calculate the percentage of views I should run targeting one or set of keywords, etc.? To be honest, I don't know about that specifically, other than, if you have keyword search volume metrics for that particular keyword, you could probably base it on that. But again, I don't typically try to rank videos, anymore. I haven't really, I don't have a lot of experience on that. If you have the Viper tools, I would suggest in one of Michael's groups, asking this same question, because there's a lot of people in there that are a lot more experienced with video SEO using the Viper tools than I am, and they could probably give you a better answer. I'm good at percentages for Google Traffic Viper and the GMB Viper, because that's what I do a lot of. But as far as the video stuff, I really don't know how to calculate views or what percentages or anything else, because I just haven't tested that, and I would be just pulling it out of thin air if I tried to give you some advice on that. So I would recommend posting that question specifically in the Viper Tools group, because there's a lot of people in there that's all they do is YouTube stuff, and they'll be able to give you much better advice. Hopefully that makes sense. He says, I've seen videos in the past giving solid info, but where tied to ranking GMB and or websites or both, my case would be YouTube only. Yeah, that's precisely why I don't want to mislead you by giving you some incorrect answer that I'm really just guessing at. So hopefully that's clear. And I'm sorry, I couldn't give you a better answer.